Today in our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, we're going to be installing Curt's T-connector vehicle wiring harness for factory tow packages with a 7-way and 4-pole flat connector, part number C55774. This harness and connector package is going to give you a 4-pole and 7-pole connector for the back of your Grand Cherokee. This will give you all the necessary lighting out of both your 7-way and your 4-pole, which includes your left turn signal, right turn signal, brake lamps, and tail lamps. In addition, on your 7-way connector, you're going to get an auxiliary power wire, brake signal wire for a brake controller, and a backup light wire. Your 7-way has a spring-loaded lid with a seal on the inside to prevent any moisture from entering it, causing corrosion. Your 4-pole has a dust cap to help keep out moisture and corrosion as well. This is a great option if you've got multiple trailers. So if you've just got a little trailer for hauling around some gear, your 4-pole's there, or maybe you got a big boat you want to pull behind you that's got a braking system on it, you can use your 7-way and you're all set. We'll begin our installation by installing a long bracket so we have a place to mount our 7-pole connector. You can pick up one of these mounting brackets using part number C57202. We'll place the bracket on our hitch, run the clamp around the hitch, then we'll tighten it down with an 8mm socket. And we'll trim off our excess with a pair of tin snips. We'll then install the bracket that comes with our 7-pole connector using the black hardware from our long bracket. Slide the screws down through the top of the bracket, then thread the nuts on each screw. You can then tighten them down with a 10mm socket and a Phillips head screwdriver. We can then slide our wiring through the bracket and then line up the holes with the 7-way and our bracket. Use the hardware that comes with your 7-pole and slide the screws through your 7-way. On the back side, put on a flat washer, lock washer, and nut onto each screw. Now tighten down your hardware with a Phillips head screwdriver and an 8mm wrench or socket. We can then take our 4-way and slide it on to the opening on the side. That'll hold that in place. We can close our dust cap. Then you can take your wiring. I like to pull it over the top of the hitch. That way, just in case you had clearance issues, you don't have to worry about it damage your wiring. Our factory connector is going to be located just above it here. We'll then take the dummy plug out of our factory connector, push it on the release tab located at the top, and just pull it out. Take some dielectric grease and put it on the inside of your connector. This will help keep out any moisture and corrosion. After you've got your grease in there, just plug your connector in. Make sure it clicks in and that it's fully seated. If you're unsure, just kind of give it a tug. If you can't pull it right out, that means it's clicked into the tab. To further clean up your install, you can purchase some wire loom here at etrailer.com, cut it to length, and install it over the exposed 4-pole connector wires. The loom just presses into place. If you bend backwards and fold it up, it makes it a little bit easier. You can then put a little bit of electrical tape around it, and that'll just help keep that loom on there, make it look a little nicer. And that completes our installation. All that's left is to make sure that it's operating properly. We've got an I26 part tester here. Plug it in and verify it's operating. Now we've already tested it and this unit doesn't operate, so this vehicle will have to go to the dealership and have its computer flashed. That reflash will allow your 7-pole connector and 4-pole connector to operate as they should. And that completes our installation of Curt's T-connector vehicle wiring harness for factory tow packages with a 7-way and 4-pole flat trailer connector on our 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com and leave us a comment if you have any questions.